The truth about 0W-20 versus 5W-30 oil. 50 engines tested. There's a lot of debate and even myth surrounding engine oil grades, particularly 0W-20 versus 5W-30. Some claim that one is dramatically better for your engine, or that switching can either ruin your engine or give it magical longevity. To uncover the truth, let's break down how these oils differ. Here are 9 key truths comparing 0W-20 and 5W-30 oil. Number 1. What the numbers mean. Oil grades like 0W-20 and 5W-30 have 2 numbers. The first number with a W is the cold viscosity rating, essentially how fluid the oil is at low temperatures. 0W is thinner in the cold than 5W, meaning 0W-20 flows more easily on cold starts. The second number is the viscosity at operating temperature. A 5W-30 is thicker when hot than a 0W-20. In simple terms, at running temperature, a 20-weight oil is thinner than a 30-weight oil. So 0W-20 is an oil that's very thin when hot. 5W-30 is a bit thicker when hot. Number 2. Cold start protection. 0W-20 shines in cold climates. Because it's formulated to flow at lower temps, it reduces engine wear during cold starts. In frigid conditions, 0W-20 can reduce cold start wear by roughly 45% compared to 5W-30. If you live in a northern region with harsh winters, 0W-20 will circulate faster on startup, protecting your engine's moving parts better in those first moments. 5W-30 isn't bad in the cold either, but the difference is noticeable in extreme colds. This is a big reason many modern cars spec 0W-20. It helps with cold start lubrication and fuel efficiency from the get-go. Number 3. High temperature and load. On the flip side, 5W-30 has an edge in very hot conditions or high-load scenarios. Its higher hot viscosity means it maintains a thicker oil film at elevated temperatures. For example, in desert heat or when towing track riding, W20 can lose about 30% of its viscosity above 250 degrees, whereas 5W30 stays more stable and doesn't thin out as much. Users in extremely hot climates report that switching from W20 to 5W30 reduced oil consumption by about 25% in summer. Essentially, a 5W30 provides a bit more cushion under high stress. The film of oil is thicker, which can protect engine bearings and components when the engine is blazing hot or under heavy load. Number 4. Fuel economy differences. One reason manufacturers move to 0W-20 is fuel economy. A thinner oil creates less drag on engine parts. Real-world testing shows using 0W-20 can improve fuel economy by about 2 to 4% compared to 5W-30. That might be roughly 0.5 to 1.0 miles per gallon better in an average car. Over tens of thousands of miles, that adds up, which is why automakers like it. So if you use 5W30 in an engine designed for 0W20, you might notice a small drop in MPG. City drivers see a slightly bigger improvement with 0W20 than constant highway drivers. It's not a huge difference for one fill-up, but over the life of the oil, 0W20 can save some gas money. Number 5. Engine wear and longevity. Is one better for engine wear? Not inherently, it depends on conditions. In normal use, both 0W20 and 5W30, if full synthetic and meeting specs, protect extremely well. In fact, a full synthetic 0W20 often outperforms conventional thicker oils. One lab test showed synthetic 0W20 reduced wear by 35% compared to conventional 5W30. That's due to better additives and stability in synthetics. However, in an older engine that's designed for 5W30, using 0W20 might be too thin to maintain oil pressure once it's hot, potentially increasing wear. Conversely, using 5W30 in an engine spec'd for W20 might not flow as quickly on cold start and could theoretically cause slight extra wear at startup. The bottom line, use the grade the engine was designed for, and use a quality synthetic if possible that gives the best protection and longevity. Number 6. Using the wrong viscosity can cause issues. You might wonder, what's the harm in swapping? Say you use 5W30 in an engine that calls for 0W20. What can happen? First, you'll likely lose a couple MPG as noted. The engine's variable valve timing system might not advance properly if the oil is thicker, because those systems rely on specific oil pressure characteristics. It's noted that engines meant for 0W-20 have tight clearances. Running 5W-30 can trigger oil pressure warnings or VVT performance issues, and typically a 2 to 4 mpg decrease. Now, the other way, using 0W-20 in an engine that calls for 5W-30 can lead to too low oil pressure when hot. Possible bearing knock, increased oil burning, and accelerated wear. An engine expecting a thicker film might suffer if you give it thinner oil. So, while your engine won't grenadine overnight, deviating from spec isn't recommended for long-term use. The truth is, manufacturers spend a lot of time pairing engines with the right oil grade. Number 7. Synthetic versus conventional factor. A big truth often overlooked in the 0W-20 versus 5W-30 debate is the role of synthetic-based stocks. Most 0W-20 oils on the market are fully synthetic, whereas 5W-30 is available in both conventional and synthetic. A high-quality full synthetic 0W-20 can actually protect as well, or better than a conventional 5W-30. Synthetics have higher shear stability and resist breakdown. They can handle heat better and maintain viscosity. So if someone did a 50 engine test, one major factor would be whether oils were synthetic or not. A synthetic 0W-20 will beat a cheap dyno 5W-30 in wear protection and deposit control. Thus, the conversation isn't complete without specifying oil type. For best results, whether you use 0W-20 or 5W-30, go for a full synthetic. It will give you extended drain intervals and overall superior engine protection in either grade. Number 8. Warranty and spec compliance. Another key point: manufacturers specify an oil for good reasons, and deviating can void warranties or lead to costly damage if things go wrong. Using a viscosity not recommended could technically void your engine warranty. For instance, if your car calls for 0W-20 and you put 5W-30 and then have an engine failure, the automaker might deny coverage because you didn't follow spec. They consider that as not meeting required specs. And indeed, using the wrong viscosity can void warranties, potentially costing you $5,000, $10,000 if an engine repair is needed out of pocket. That's a truth often not mentioned in casual oil debates. Additionally, modern engines are designed with specific oils in mind. Using an incorrect grade can contribute to issues like LSPI or catalyst damage. So, from a liability and peace of mind perspective, stick to what the manual says. It's not just about viscosity, but also the API or AC service rating. Make sure any oil you use meets the specifications required by your engine. Number 9. Verdict. Use the right oil for the job. The real truth is there's no one best out of 0W-20 versus 5W-30. In all situations, they each have ideal uses. 0W-20 is formulated for modern engines prioritizing fuel economy and cold start protection, typically lighter duty use in mild conditions. 5W-30 offers extra high temp protection and is favored in performance or heavy-duty scenarios or hotter climates. If your vehicle specifies 0W-20, use it. The engineers determined that based on clearances, oil flow needs, and economy goals. If it specifies 5W-30, use that. Neither will destroy your engine if interchanged in a pinch, but prolonged use of the non-specified one isn't optimal. The gains of switching are usually minor, and the potential downsides outweigh them. So, the truth gleaned from all the data is, follow your OEM's recommendation. Both 0W-20 and 5W-30 can keep an engine healthy for hundreds of thousands of miles if used where appropriate. Choosing the right grade for your environment and adhering to oil change intervals will matter far more than any anecdotal 50 engine test rumor. In summary, thin oils for tight modern engines, thicker oils for high heat or older designs, and always the correct spec. That's the real story, stripped of hype.